Okay, well, let me say this. Troy, when you're in the presence of 10 women, you can't kiss half of them on the cheek. So, it's about that time.
Oh, man.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Troy and his Achilles heel, which is him being an overstepper of boundaries, specifically women's boundaries. He's been, for the past few episodes, last two I should say, has been invading the personal spaces of these women. I said the same thing about Ida. I'm saying the same thing about him. He's been kissing girls, getting in the faces of some of these women to try and, you know, get them to come round his side of things. And I don't mean literally physically, but he gets into their face, not on a aggressive manner, but in a way that obviously is to kind of get them to see where their boundaries kind of lie, right? We saw that last week. We saw him do it with with Liz, and she kind of backed away. This particular week as well, again, he even spoke about it himself, about how it was I'm gonna just play a clip here for you guys. It was Amber this time, right?
She let you know anything that she didn't like?
Kissing on the cheek was a bit much for her.
Everything good? Smell good?
She thought that was a little too soon.
Now, the mere fact that old boy right here, AJ, goes, it's because all the man have spotted that behavior and know that it's trash. Gonna keep it 100% real. Every man them has seen that behavior and saw it as crud. And here's the problem that we have in society. Us man them don't tell other man them, fam, I think you're moving a bit weighty, you need to stop. It was only Uncle Nephew obviously said about the kisses part, but it's not a serious talk. He needs a serious talk. Stop doing it. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, bro, you barely know these women and you're invading a lot of their spaces, and you're bound to hit a minefield with somebody or someone and potentially trigger them or cause an issue for them or cause issues for some of the women. It's too much too soon. I get it. Break touch barriers. We understand that we know that. But when you're breaking touch barriers to the point where you want to kiss their cheeks, get in between their neck, get right in their space, we've got a problem here, and he's been doing that all week, or whatever episode he's been doing it, I should say, sorry, right? Constant touching. And so we're going to break some stuff down. Guys, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like it, share, subscribe to this channel, and then click on that bell button for notification uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals, you got the minerals, you got the minerals. All right, cool. Let's get into the thing, baby. All right, cool. So we're gonna scoot all the way back. We'll come back to that clip in a second, but we're going to take it all the way back because he does something which I think is quite interesting, which I didn't particularly like. Now, he's having a conversation here with Amber, and Amber's one of his girls that he really likes. I think he's already kissed her on the cheek before, and he brought her to the date as well. All right, this is before the date now. Amber is on the couch with him, and just we'll pay attention to it. Very, very close, very, very comfortable, relaxed position he's in. He's got his shades on. He's in his mode, all right? Amber's not particularly afraid or anything like that. Her body language shows that she's still quite open, but she's kept herself to herself, but it's still within range, right? So let's just watch it and see what happens.
We interact. I feel a better vibe with you than I feel with anybody. Yeah.
And first of all, that's another thing that I have a problem with him with as well. He goes, I have a better vibe with you than I have with everybody else. He says the same bars to every single person. It's player mode. It's playboy antics. I feel a vibe better with you than anybody else. And which is what Alexis actually called him out on. And it's like, you keeps doing that. Like, you're not showing the woman that you're here for a long-term relationship. You're showing the woman that you're here for a quick, dress down and have some sex. That's what it sounds like. Let me get some water and stay hydrated. You're not showing that you're here for a relationship. You're showing that you just want to have a quickie. And so the women are going to clock this. They're going to pick up on that, because every single time you're talking from a place of, you're my number one, you're my best, you're better than all the rest of the girls. What, bro? Come on, man. Be serious. Be serious. Now look at this. This is why I felt uncomfortable. Look where his hand is. It's just too much, too soon, too early, brother. You barely know the girl. Consistently touching. Now listen to this. Man's taking the arm as well. Okay, consistent touch barrier breaking.
What does my future hold?
You're going to make out with Troy sometime soon.
Maybe.
And Andrea unfortunately buys it. And look, I want to tell ladies this, right? Look, I'm a flirtatious person, you know. I'm a very flirtatious person. I keep it troll, and I'm banter. I laugh. I catch two jokes, you know. And you know, sometimes, you know, my mouth is a bit sharp. Sometimes, you know what I mean, with the innuendos and that. You get me? Obviously, I'm changing now and that. But it was something that I love doing, right? But the problem with that is that it coupled that with breaking people's personal space. It's creepy. I barely know you. There's nothing wrong with a flirt, but I barely know you, and you're invading my personal space, touching me in places that are a bit sensual. That hand he had on Amber's leg, he literally ran his hand down her leg, bro. And I'm looking at it like, bro, like, this is too much. This is too much behavior. No wonder she didn't feel comfortable with a kiss on the cheek and everything like that. It's because everything else was playing into it. You're saying all these cheap bars and then doing these behaviors. It's political. Do you know what I mean? He's breaking touch barriers. I get it, but it's becoming creepy, right? When people are invading your personal space, they're breaking your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Kissing the cheek of every person that you're meeting, telling people they're gonna make out with you as well. It's Playboy antics. Playboy antics. And yeah, man, I wish obviously that, you know, the girls clocked onto it, right? Another thing is this, obviously, as well. I want to just put this particular point here as well. At the date that they had, why does he invite two girls? Everybody else has brought one girl. He decides to bring two girls. Why? Not because he likes both of them, but because obviously at the same time he's not even thinking. It's player ways. Player ways. Look.
Competition.
And even Andrea has to pick up and said, oh, look, competition. It shouldn't have been. Tommy said, go and pick a woman. Do old-fashioned date. Go and pick a woman. So even the instructions that he heard, he didn't even apply it. He said, go and pick somebody and go on a date with. He chose two women. Why? Oh, what? You want to tell me that you wanted to choose between the two? You weren't. No, you weren't going to choose the two. You were trying to see who's going to respond to my game the best. Who's going to respond to my crazy advances that I'm making? Andrea's going to do it. Because Andrea hasn't got the boundaries. Right? Andrea hasn't got the boundaries. She likes a guy and she's open and her boundaries are not strong and firm. That's why Amber towards the end of the date left. Right? But Andrea is pliable. She's mendable. She's saff. Right? And so he works on her instead. Listen, let me play a little bit more as well.
It was like a sandwich. I was like the chicken between two juicy buns. I would be a sandwich any day.
See? Everything about this is cocky, it's arrogant, and I'm hoping that he's not like that in real life. But you know, this is the show is exposing the character side of him. But there's an arrogance and a cockiness, all right, a cocksureness about him. So he's like, yeah, you know, I want to be the sandwich between these two girls, bro. Why? It's ready to love. Why are you trying to have two women on the go? It's ready to love. Choose one woman, get to know her, have a date. You can choose another woman another time. Why do you have to break the rules to do that? And it's all because it's about you, and more of you. All right. And it's not about, you know, trying to really deep Amber or Andrea. It's about who's going to respond to the game, who's going to respond to his particular movements. Okay. Let's have a look at this as well. Play a little bit more as well. Let me see.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hi.
I'm going to lead you through this make and take workshop.
So obviously they were on a date, where they were designing something, I can't remember, doing paints and wine, right? And then later on the conversation gets to him now talking with, okay, this is it. This is where he does it. Look, okay. So like I said to you guys, when you keep doing innuendos, when you keep barraging it, it becomes something that's creepy. Okay, you drop one, it's a flirt bar. After a while, when you do 2 or 3, it's creepy, bro. It's too much. When I say creepy in the sense of the fact that you don't know this person and they're not even giving you that same energy back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to this.
I need another finger.
You do.
I do. Just real quick right there. This is what it's all about.
Let me go to here. Sorry, apologies.
What colors look good on this wood?
What colors look good on the wood? What?
You're a mess.
Now, at first, Amber's playing the game. She's here to laugh. It's funny. She's joking around with it. Like I said, we get it. It's a good one. It's a funny one, right? But it again, the quick descent into sexual conversation with the touching and the personal boundary breaking is giving me alarm bells, right? It's giving me alarm bells. This guy just wants to sleep with people. That's what it feels like right now. That's what it's portraying right now. Yeah. So now when she's made this conversation, it was an innocent comment about the wood, and he's then turned it into a sexual joke, right? But watch what's going to happen, because what's happening next is interesting.
Right. Chocolate looks good on the wood.
Oh, Lord.
Andrea's listening to this and hearing him say that to Amber. What is that? What are you trying to do? Why are you trying to have two girls hear you talk indecent to the other person? So you want them to see you flirting to the other person in front of their eyes. He wants this. It's almost like you want a fire. You want a beef. You want trouble. You want the girls to fight over you. It feels like an ego boost rather than you trying to find love, right? Because who does that? No, for real. Who does that? Even players don't do that. Even players know that. Why would I go to put two girls in the same room that I'm feeling that I want to do Mac Daddy business and then be dropping bars to you whilst old girl's right here? I know she's going to flip, so why would I do that? I don't want to say the word, but, you know, people who are obviously very much invested into their own egos, that's what it feels like. That's what I'm feeling at the moment, right? I may be wrong, right? Okay, cool. Let's play a little bit more.
I think that you are.
Let's get a little bit to here, sorry. This is going to get interesting now. Listen
Go
to
like
this.
Brazil,
Oh, I want to go to Brazil too.
Spain, a lot of places in Italy.
Romantic.
Yes. Could be one of our first dates.
Okay.
Conceive our first child there.
Now, you heard that, right? This could be one of our first dates, right? And we can conceive our first child in there. Amber hears that and goes, what? Like, it's so bad. It's like, bro, like, he's not dumb. By the way, he's not dumb. He's a very intelligent man. He's playing a game, right? He's playing a game because he's trying to see how he can get both girls to almost be fighting each other over him, right? And so long as Amber stays in that room, the more she confirms to him that she's ready to play the game. Because when Amber came in, Andrea was like, oh, you know, competition, He's thinking to himself, okay, cool, I might have a girl that's ready to fight. And now he's got Amber, and Amber's like, what? How are you dropping bars about... You were just dropping bars to me a minute ago about, obviously, the wood thing. Now you're dropping bars to her about having your first kid with her. So what am I supposed to do? No, just deep it, you know. Deep what he's actually saying. He's saying he wants to drop kid with Andrea. So where does that leave Amber? You're meant to be on a date with both of these women. And you're dropping bars about having kids with one of them. He's not a serious candidate. At all.
What? In Italy?
Yes.
That would be cute. That's a cute story.
Do you do a vision board every year?
That is not a cute thing to do at all. He's playing it so that they can have a fight. But we thank God Amber didn't do that. She actually walked away from the situation. But it's like you are doing way too much, sir. Way too much. And this next clip is concerning. This next clip for me is concerning because it's part of the reason why I'm saying that his behavior is becoming El Creepo and it's becoming on a level of dangerous proportions. Just watch this and pay attention to this.
Ensure that I was still okay, you know, in the midst of that. So I appreciated that.
Why are you messing with my bra?
Do you hear what she said? Andrea said, why are you messing with my bra? Look how he's all over her. Look how he's all over her. Look how his attention is so drawn to her. Bro, this is concerning, bro. I'm concerned now because I saw that same behavior with Liz, but she kind of pushed him off. Now he's doing the exact same thing with Andrea. This isn't somebody who just this is somebody who's trying to get his. And then maybe some other levels of behavior that are coming through which are far more darker. But he hasn't presented anything of a serious note and a serious fashion. You already admitted, you're going to admit later on that Amber didn't fancy the kiss that you gave on her cheek. And now look at this behavior where you're in on a date and look how he's all over her.
Mine is the best, right?
You is the best.
He don't care about her. Look.
You're not even looking.
He's not even looking. Andrea, and again, Andrea also too, you know, she's because she hasn't set the boundary, right? She hasn't set the boundary. He's going to keep on playing. He's going to keep on diving in and trying to do this more and more. It's just look how close he is. Like, man's all up in her neck, all up in her grill, all up in her body. And it's like, bro, like we're on a date here with two of the girls. Why are you doing this?
Look at it.
Now he's going for a kiss again. Bro, like honestly, this guy will ruin your life. Ladies, do not go for this guy. He will ruin your life. He needs to be voted off next week, ladies. If you're smart, you vote him off. If you're smart, you vote him off. Andrea is going to get hurt if she continues this relationship with him because he's got no interest in her. He only wants her body. That's it. Look. What he's doing. Like, she's telling him, you're not even looking at it. Bruv, like, he's not looking at it because he doesn't care. These are early warning signs, ladies. These are early warning signs, ladies. He brought you on a date. There was another woman there. And now he's just focused on you. And he's all up in your grill. You already doing something to your bra. In public, you barely know the guy. Already doing stuff with your bra in public? Sis, alarm bells should be ringing right now. They should be ringing right now. They should be ringing. Yeah? Because my man's doing way too much. Way too much. I wonder if I can even get sorry, where she left. I don't know if I can even get the clip where she left. Okay, might not have to get the clip. But I want to just play this part where, you know, here it is anyway. So Amber leaves the thing. Let me just get this for you guys. Where he admits it again. So let's just see.
On the cheek was a bit much for her.
Everything good? Smell good.
She thought that was a little too soon.
A bit too soon. And she didn't necessarily tell me with words, but I could tell. I can tell.
And the man, them obviously looking at it, shaking their head, everything like that. They know what he's about, man. They can see him from a mile away. But this is what I'm saying. Us men, we've got to be able to hold men accountable, because if you don't do it, they're going to ruin a girl that you're probably going to encounter. They're going to ruin a girl that you're going to encounter later on. That's how you have to think about it. If you don't want to think about it as in, I don't want to stand up to a man, think of it this way. One girl you're probably going to date has been scarred by someone like him, who's your people around you. Right? The behavior's abysmal. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. Look at the guys are reacting. They know.
Mm-hmm. But you do a lot of kissing, though, Troy. I noticed this.
My God.
And see, all the guys know. Oh my God, they're putting their hands to their head. They know. And this is why society doesn't change, because we don't hold these men accountable. Us men have boys around us doing this madness, and we're just like, yeah. I was one of them. I know. I spud my boy like, bro, listen, do your thing. Like, I might not agree with you, but I'm like, do your thing, bro. Innit? It's not my business. I'm not your girl, blood. But I should be holding my boys accountable. You understand? Because listen, those girls that are hurt, they are carrying baggage and wounds and pain, and we're happy to be invested and happy to be involved with hurting people. And when they hurt you, you cry and say that women are all bad. One girl hurts you and you cry that all women are bad. Come on. We got to do better, man. This behavior is abysmal, man. You know, he's overly aggressive and overly sexual. Yeah, I can't compare him to Alexis. Alexis just runs her mouth. But with Troy, there's a sexual nature and deviancy to it, which I'm a little bit scared by. He's overstepping the mark. You know, really overstepping the mark. Like I need to go back just to that point again, to just deep what happened, you know, because the guy was literally in her, but the girl had to tell him, listen, you're in my bra, bruv. Like, what you do in my bra? Like, do you know how concerning that is? Do you know how concerning that is? That you have to mention to the dude that you're on my bra, like in public, you know, like that for me is concerning, bro. Let's play it one more time, and we'll end it on that.
Why are you messing with my bra?
He said, why are you messing with my bra? Oh, man, it gets worse, man. It really does get worse. Men, we've got to hold our other men accountable. Right? We've got to pull your boy to the side, have a chat with him. I don't know what you got to do, but that's a scary behavior. That's a very scary behavior, because he's so quick, you know, talking about these holidays and flights. You know, I want to take you there, I want to have a baby with you and everything like that. Ladies, this is not it, man. This is not it. Like, there's a deviancy to this behavior, and I don't like it. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? And everything, I'm scared to say it, but there's almost a narcissistic vibe in it. Almost. I don't want to say it too, I don't want to label him like that, but it's almost a nice narcissistic vibe in it, because of the way that he wants to be able to control certain things, and the way he moves, very manipulative. Maybe I should say manipulative. Very manipulative in the way he moves, conscious about his movement, you know. and he's trying to kiss these girls and trying to see how far he can go with them without them see what they respond by. Where's the respect for these women? Respect them by keeping your lips off them, bro. Like, you don't know them like that, bro. It's early days. And Andrea needs to set a boundary for herself, because otherwise you will be a victim. You'll be a victim. You'll fall in love with this guy and he'll be absolute. And you'll be asking, why did I fall in love with him? Well, sis, you fell in love with him because you didn't set the good boundaries. The boundaries help you to avoid people like this. When they come, you know what to do. Guys, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Am I reaching too far? Or am I doing too much? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let us know your thoughts. Stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated.